Oh my god! Oh my gosh, dude. No motherfucking way. I don't know how big that was, but she had it for a while. Because my line was here and it was out there. I'll never get that chance again today. I'm definitely coming back, that's for fucking sure, that's for damn sure. And I need a stiffer rod. Not sure why I'm throwing back in there, but what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Greatly appreciate you tuning in. This past Sunday, I went to Lake Jericho, as you may have already seen. I took a picture of the sign, and I was throwing around this bad boy. And I know this looks like a regular urchin bait, but it's really not. I put it on a weedless jig head, so I was working it just like a jig. It's still got the weed guard, just like a jig. The only difference between this one and the one I was throwing Sunday was this only had one of these on here. This one has two. I have one small one on the skirt keeper, and I have a small one on the trailer keeper, and I used it with and without a trailer. And I was pitching it into these grass clumps that was on the bank that had the water was up a little bit, so I was pitching it in these grass clumps, and I found one of the biggest ones that had a little bit deeper water on the edge of it, and I thought that there was one in there, and here's what happened. I swear I feel like there's something in there. I swear I do. All kinds of carp up here. There's something up here. There he is. Got her. Big mama. Come here, big mama. Told you she was there. Did I not call that shit?
Did I not call that shit or what, motherfucker?
Come on, stop. I know. You got caught. Come on, dude. Dude. Solid one. Solid one. Can't complain about her. And that's a urchin on a jighead minnow. Solid one. I don't know how much she weighs, but she's probably a really heavy 2, I'd say. She came out of that grass patch that I said she was in. I'm gonna let big girl go here. Here, big girl. Going back to where you was. That would be an urchin bait on a jig head, flipping it into some grass. That's what that was, if anybody's wondering. In case anybody didn't see that. I don't know who's doing that on tour, or I don't know who's doing that in general, but this guy is, and he caught a big one. I've never been here before, so this is all new to me. I have 0 sonar. And yeah, that just happened. That just happened. I knew she was in there, man. There might be even a couple that I passed up. But we're not gonna mess with that anymore. We might come back and see if there's another one in there. But I'm digging these grass patches right here. I threw it right in her house too. She didn't want to come out. Like, I literally threw it directly in her house. Well, I'm telling you, this 15-pound line is, I don't know what yet. I broke off a fish. All right, y'all, I'm still throwing this bait, and this next catch was with the trailer on it. I believe it was a Berkeley Crud Crawl in the goat color, which is a black and blue and green pumpkin. I cut off most of the tail, because this is a smaller jig head, this is actually a rock walker. It's got a flat top to it where it stands up like that. So yeah, but anyway, I was working at like a swim jig next to this tree, so here it goes.
Knew there'd be one there. Mean little son of a bitch.
You fish this place a lot, man?
Not a ton. I didn't start back up until last fall again. They say the bass fishing's got really good here.
Now we're going to talk about next Sunday, which is coming up pretty soon. May even get to go Friday, but I'm gonna be throwing on this bad boy. I don't know if you noticed that blade right there, but it's got an Urchin bait on it with no trailer whatsoever. We're gonna throw this around a little bit and see what this does. This is the big one. Well, I can't say big one. It's the pack that I've got. It's the bigger ones, and I just took the skirtless thing, and you have to pull this up on there. It's pretty tough to get up on there. Because these baits have a really aggressive keeper on it. They're like thorns that stick out the side. And if you just pinch down the tips of them, it makes it a little easier to get on there and stay than to keep them wide like that. Because they're like that, like wide. And when you pinch them down, they kind of do this number. So, but anyway, I mean, if you are familiar with my channel, you know what these are. These are this is the naked chatterbait head that I use from Z-Man. Yeah, we're gonna throw this around Sunday and maybe Friday, I don't know. That, I think it's gonna be fun. I think this is gonna get bit pretty good. I really do. But anyway, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one because this will get thrown, and I will do kind of a semi-review of whether it works or whether it doesn't, or whether it rides up. Like sometimes they will when they're going through the water, they'll ride this way or this way. I'm hoping that it does not do that because it's round. So we'll see. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. See you on the water.
Like a blade on the bay, local hammer out early, no shade. Kayak low, cut into the glare. Cooler full of ice, 6 rods laid bare. Sweat hit his beard, salt hit his jaw. Hands like steel, never flinch, never pause. Redfish rule when the water get mean. He read them ripples like a war machine. Hey, local hammer, grip that paddle tight. On the deck, still he hunting all night. Local hammer, eyes on the bend. When the tide turn rough, he don't break, he bend. Local hammer, hold the line. Local hammer, one more time. Hot sun burning, but he don't fold. Kayak king with a heart made bold. Local hammer, hear him ride. Local hammer, storm in his eyes. Summer brutal, still he stand. Hook in the deep and steel in hand. Then the rod tip bends, wake like a serpent with the cypress sands. Paddle slam when the bite get live. Brown's back flashing in the midday drive. One fish, 2 fish, then the spool go loud. He grins through the sweat like he own that crowd. Bucket all nice and the deck all slick. Hammer talk tough, but the work is quick. Local hammer, grip that paddle tight. On the deck, still he hunting all night. Local hammer, eyes on the bend. When the tide turn rough, he don't break, he bend. Local hammer, hold the line. Local hammer, one more time. Hot sun burning, but he don't fold. Kayak king with a heart made bold. Local hammer, hear him ride. Local hammer, storm in his eyes. Summer brutal, still he stand. Hook in the deep and steel in hand. When the sky turns white and the water steams, he rode through the haze with a head full of dreams. No throne but the seat, no crown but the sweat. Still he come back for the wildest bet. Some burning, but he don't fold. Kayak king with a heart made bold. Local hammer, hear him ride. Local hammer, storm in his eyes. Some are brutal, still he stand. Hooked in the deep and steel in hand.